Studio check.
Frequencies check.
We are live on air.
You are listening to the In Fact Blessing the Airwaves. Take the journey into the world of sports, news, entertainment, while embracing the hottest beats on the planet. Rocking the mind, body, and soul. With energy, electricity, and a splash of controversy. Now, without further ado, it's our pleasure to bring to you
The biggest show in the world.
The biggest show in the world.
the biggest show in the world, the SBTV Nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is the SBTV Nation, otherwise known as the biggest show in the world. I'm the Dream. I'm here with my boy, the Mad Hatter. Gang, it's rough out there.
Oh, big time, Dream. You know what? I came in to do the show yesterday, and the snow was coming down about 2 to 3 inches an hour. So we do the show. I have a car. I have actually a rental car right now, so I bring in the car to the office. I do a little bit of paperwork after the show, try to leave, stuck. Can't get out. I'm like, come on, man, really? I came in and I gotta get stuck now. So my bride had to come with her truck and get me the hell out of here. So the car's been here all night long. And I finally got back to the office, and God forbid I need to use her truck to come here. God forbid. You know what I'm
y'all
saying?
don't know. Hat's bride. Hat's bride in the vehicles.
Oh, forget it.
It's like she drives a Maserati.
You would think. She looked at me like I had 3 heads this morning. I'm like, I got to get to the office. What do you mean you got to use my truck? Yeah, well, what do you think? You want to get up this early? I don't think so.
Unfortunately, you all don't know how fun. If you knew Hat like I knew him a little bit intimately, you know how really funny this is. But just imagine. Okay, this is what I want you to imagine. All right. If you have a child, okay, people who get kids will understand this. Or just remember when you were a kid, 16-year-old, right? And you go to ask dad, like, to borrow, like, the bomb car of the family or whatever. And
Right.
he's like looking at you like,
Crazy.
really?
I know.
I'm going to drive you. That's that situation with his bride.
It is. And then on top of it, it took literally a 5 to 8 minute drive. Took me 35 minutes this morning, Dream.
Oh, no doubt.
It is brutal out there. The schools are closed, guys. Even though it's not snowing today, they canceled all the schools. They canceled them yesterday.
Dude, Connecticut is so, and everybody knows this, and of course it's got to do with our legal system, litigations, people getting in accidents, definitely Sue Happy. That's the climate of the atmosphere that we live in these days. But you used to go to school, like, it would have to be like a tour, like a 4 days of snow.
Yeah.
Okay, before they would cancel school. Like, you just would go to school. It's like, we gotta go to school. You know, nowadays they cancel. Like, there could be no, like for example, Wednesday school was canceled. Not one drop of snow had fell.
Not yet.
Not one drop of snow fell, and they canceled school Wednesday. So yesterday, we already knew after all that snow, we did get a little bit of snow here. You know, for New England, even it was a nice snow, but they canceled schools today, and there was no reason to cancel schools today, if you ask me. First of all, the storm ended 3 o'clock-ish in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
That gave all the vehicles, you know, the plows, everything. And this is New England, gang. We get snow. It's not like, you know, Atlanta or down south where they got to shut it down because they never seen it before. We get snow here, okay? Matter of fact, our school systems, public offices, whatever, allot so many days for snow, which is another scam and why they use the day anyway. But I'm just getting back on point, though. There was no reason to cancel school today other than, hey, you know what? It's Friday. We got so many snow days built into the calendar. It's February, and generally we're good by February, kind of. We'll get a couple of little snows, but generally we got through. So they got to bank probably about 5. I think they allot like 5 days. They've only used like 2 of them, so they had a bank. So they've said, you know what? Let's just take the Friday and just call it one.
Well, what ends up happening for the teachers is that they add it to the end of the year, Dream, so it cuts into their summer.
If they go over.
If they go over, okay.
Right. If they go over. If they don't go, but there's the thing. If they don't go over, then they got 3 free days that they wasted. So that's why I said they'd rather take a shot at it today. Sure
thing, man. And big ups to my man Martin this morning, sending me a picture of the rock that says finally. that we are on. Hey,
we're in the house, gang, and you know what? It's some days are like that for us. Connecticut, you know how this thing is. It's real life for us. We are working on some situations where there may not be so much of a delay in the future, but until then, you guys got to bear with us in specific situations because we both, got real life going on just like everybody else does.
Oh, definitely. And when it takes you 35 minutes to do a 5-minute drive, that's when it's. And I couldn't imagine if the school buses were on the road, Dream. So I understand it to a certain extent. If the school buses were on the road, it would have taken an hour.
I don't blame the school buses. I blame the towns. And what happened? Why aren't we prepared? Why aren't our roads clear? Why? What's wrong?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we've got the equipment. Like I've gone by DOT. I see the plow truck sitting there.
Yeah, right. Well, you know what? It is going to be another storm tonight, Dream.
There is?
I don't know if you know that, but they're saying another 1 to 4 inches tonight.
Are you kidding me?
No, man.
Oh.
No. So that completely, destroys a bunch of stuff. And, hey, guys, this weekend, I don't know what you guys are doing, but, Dream, it's Valentine's Day weekend.
Is it Valentine's? What?
Yeah.
That's you and your. It's the 10th. We're now stretching it now.
I know. Well, you know what? You got to do it during the weekend. So, you know what?
Nah. This is one of them years that you just get the dinner on a Valentine's Day night, and that's a wrap. Ain't no Valentine's weekend.
Yeah. Well, you know how my bride rolls. So I got to work on Sunday. So, I mean, it's not going to be an all-day affair on Sunday. That's for sure. It's going to be Saturday night. We got a hotel, and then Sunday, I'm back to work.
Oh, man. Hey, it's Tuesday, play. Valentine's Day until Tuesday. Y'all trying to get it in for the weekend?
The weekend. Well, I'm not trying to go out on a Tuesday night. Forget it. You know how she likes to drink.
No, but I'm saying you're supposed to just have a romantic dinner, and it's a wrap. That's it, man.
Well, it's supposed to start at 9 o'clock tonight, Dream. More snow.
Oh, my God.
More snow until...
So, listen, let's get a little bit... We're going to dip in a little bit of sports for a minute, and we're going to dip in a little bit of politics for a minute, because I got to tell you guys, those of you that don't like the politics, you are highly outnumbered by those of you that do, because we get so much rhetoric, so many DMs, and so much talk about this Trump thing, like anything else, that we cannot shut it down.
I agree 100%. And it works out pretty well that you are, anti-Trump and I'm pro-Trump. So it kind of...
Yeah,
it works out pretty well.
Of the Trump thing. But first of all, I do want to talk about the Charles Oakley incident.
Yes.
I've had an opportunity to look at the footage and look at it several times.
Okay.
A lot of people are coming to Oakley's defense. However, I am not.
Really?
I am not. Okay, here's my thing, dude. Listen. I get he bought a ticket. All right? I get he bought a ticket. I don't know what was being said behind the scenes. I don't know if he was yelling or whatever. But here's my thing. When security walks up to me, and it's just the same thing with, getting pulled over by a cop, okay? Security walks up and says, hey, listen, you know what? We're going to ask you to leave. You know what? I'm up, and I'm out of there.
Yep.
Okay? Yeah, all right, I bought a ticket. So what? Maybe I made an ass out of myself and I'm out of here. Same thing, I get pulled over. It's not when I roll down my window, what was I doing? I'm sorry, gang. I don't do it like that personally. Okay? I'm the after the fact guy with authority. Once I figure out that it's wrong, for the most part, I will then handle it after the fact and get involved with complaints, lawsuits, whatever you got to do. But when the original thing is going down, I'm kind of I kind of try to just go along with it. Now, my thing is I see the guys walk up to him, but Oakley then steps right in the guy's face and puts his fingers up right on the guy's head. And I mean, to me, that's kind of, escalating the situation.
Sure.
Okay? The next guy I think touches him or tries to calm him down, and he knocks him off of him, which I'm kind of like, okay, I'm with you, I don't see that, but that's going to bring it to where it went to. Dude, he's 54 years old. Like, who's got time for that?
Apparently he does, Dream.
No, I know apparently he does, but my thing is, I think you just take the high road and walk, and walk out, and then you could clobber him in the media afterwards. He's already clobbering him now, but that debacle at the Garden, that's the last thought. People, you're a public figure. People remember you. And dude, you know what? So what? He played for the Knicks and they loved him, and he gave it. So what? Mm-hmm. That doesn't give you a right to act like an ass at the stadium. Well,
he didn't punch anybody though, Dream.
He didn't play for the Knicks for free, by the way. It wasn't like he just did it in his spare time. He just went and helped out the Knicks out of the kindness of his heart. He was a professional athlete. He got paid, and okay, I get it, but dude, just leave in an orderly fashion, and then you could bash the hell out of the Knicks in the media. Talk about how they bothered you, they harassed you. All you did was talk. You were using your First Amendment, right? You could go ham behind the scenes, but don't get yourself walked out in that way. It's silly to me. Guy's probably got freaking grandkids watching him on TV. Saying, but it's true.
It is true.
My kids seeing me on TV. Imagine your kids seeing you on TV acting like that. How silly is that? Look at Pop.
Look at Pop going at it.
Go ahead.
Big ups to my man Jeff Ryan for heckling me about Valentine's Day, Dream.
No doubt, son. Hat at some point, Hat is going to have to. Well, I don't know. It's working out for you. So what do I know? I thought maybe I had my stuff under wraps. Look at what I'm going through. So I guess maybe you do need. But nobody got down with that stuff more than me. So I don't know.
Exactly. Well, hey, you know what, Dream? We'll see how time goes on. But you know what? For the most part, I'll do my thing and I'll just be miserable at work on Sunday. That's all.
Oh, I like that. So, guys, prepare for Hat to be late Sunday.
Yeah. Well, I told yeah. Hopefully the weather's not like it is. It's supposed to
show to be late on Sunday.
We're going from 9 o'clock tonight till 6 a.m. Dream snow tonight.
God, no way.
Yep.
I cannot.
Where's the best place in the U.S. to live where you don't have tropical storms and it's like 80 degrees all the time? Where's that?
80 to scissor.
Arizona?
80 to scissor.
Yeah, well, it gets too hot out there, though.
Son, there is no such thing.
Yeah, no, I agree. Listen, if it could be 105 degrees, I'm good. I don't care.
There's no such thing. What, with ACs ain't working?
Yeah, right, exactly. No, I'm good with that. Trust me. I'm good with that. So, I don't know, Dream. Well, you know what? Hey, listen. Great night last night in sports for your boy. Yep. As we picked that off the page as OKC. Kid, how about them playing us with LeBron, Kevin Love, and Kyrie all suiting up after all this rhetoric that they were not going to play? The line jumped all the way from 1 to OKC minus 11, back down to 1 again because of all that rhetoric in the news. And sure enough, I bought it down to 5, and they covered the spread. They won by 9 points. Great spot last night.
No doubt. And we talked about it off the air first. I had liked it, and I mentioned it on the show. I liked it even if LeBron had played. I agreed
with you 100% on that.
Right. We both went at it. So it was a good call. Trust me, I was not feeling all that, though, when I did see LeBron opening up dunking when I turned the game on. I'm seeing him in swimsuits dunking. I'm like, whoa, wait, what happened?
Yep. Right on.
But they went and played right. I see Rick Lopez says, Cali, too much traffic.
Don't you get earthquakes out there?
Too much earthquakes. Too much traffic, too much earthquakes. No doubt. And we can't. Listen, I know Connecticut is expensive, but I hear about Cali. Forget it. I'm trying to go somewhere where I can cut out some of the expense, not keep it the same or increase it.
I could picture you in like
down south.
I
like white women too much for down south.
I could picture you dreaming like North Carolina or something.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I could with like a monster house for like $150,000.
Oh, that's Atlanta. Chilling. That's Georgia.
Oh, okay, got it.
But I can't do this. I got family down the south. There's still listen. The one thing I do get like Oakley-ish about is racism. I can't.
Oakley-ish.
I'm not dealing with that. So,
Oakley-ish.
like anybody coming out your mouth sideways with racial stuff, forget it. That's gonna be not good. So I don't need to really be down south. I don't think yet.
Did you get any other spots in the NBA last night, Dream?
Other spots in the NBA, I didn't get down with, but we did to talk about some of the other spots with the NBA is the Dallas Mavericks. We talked about the Dallas Mavericks yesterday, Hat. You talked about them turning it around.
Yeah.
Then yesterday you went backwards with it because you said they were playing Utah, and Utah's dope. Mavericks beat Utah 112-105.
This Mavs team, I'm telling you, they started out, I believe it was 2-12 to start the year. And they have been winning some games, brother. They've been doing well. I think they have like a 900 winning percentage over the last 90%. Going back maybe like 13 or 14 games. They've won a lot of games. So this is a team that you got to pay attention to, guys. And you know what? Dream, are you done with the Charlotte Hornets yet?
No, I'm not, but I was getting ready to get into that. I was going to get into that. Okay, so Charlotte lost. They played pretty hard. I think they really got murdered in the fourth quarter. They gave up defensively. It looked like they didn't get a lot of gameplay out of the other people. So, I said Harden's a great player, and I said Harden's a scorer. I just felt like the Charlotte Hornets were scrappy at home. I thought it was a game that they possibly would win and show up. So it's a loss. I said don't go crazy. I did say that.
Yes,
I didn't love it, but I did like it a little bit, and we reached a little bit. It was early in the morning, so yeah, I'll take the lump for the Charlotte team, but this is still a scrappy team, though.
I agree.
And I still don't like that Rocket team.
Yeah, no, I don't either. But you know what? They do know how to score, Dream.
Yeah, they know how to
score. They put up a lot of points each and every game. No defense, exactly. Although they did hold them to 95 points. But what else you got before we go into college hoop?
Okay, before we go to college hoop, I got notes on the basketball slate. I mean, in other news, the Celtics did beat the Trailblazers last night. 76ers caught a win over the Magic. It was pretty easy night with hoop as far as you only had 5 games, so that was that. And we clobbered the one game that we were really big on. I want to dip it over to the NFL for a minute because yesterday the Niners definitely announced that John Lynch is the general manager, which we haven't talked about that at all on the show. John Lynch was named general manager, the former Tampa Bay Buccaneer free safety, and Kyle Shanahan is named the coach. Not the biggest fan of Shanahan being the coach. However, I think it's still a step in the right direction. I do like Lynch as the GM, though.
Okay.
My issue with Lynch as the GM, no GM experience.
I understand that.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Am I terrified of that? No. But am I ready to embrace it? I'm still looking at it with an eyebrow raise saying, is this the best idea? The Niners seem to be with this philosophy, it seems like. I don't know. It's like they throw kind of the prototypical thinking right out of the window and want to go in some innovative new directions. I don't know that John Lynch is not qualified, so I'm not going to say that. I just am not 100% sure that he is qualified. And for what this organization needs, in my opinion, I think they need a little bit of stability of some guys that kind of really have already been there and know what they're doing and are proven. I'm not going to say that Lynch doesn't know what he's doing. I just don't know that this is necessarily the right direction for them. I do think it's a step. I think it's a step forward, though, because I didn't like what they already had. Obviously, I hated Chip Kelly being a coach there, the head coach there. Yeah. So this is going to be interesting. I'm not going to. I mean, you call for a change, you look for a change, and they provide you with a change. So I think I'd rather embrace it at first, but I'm still going to keep an eye on it because I don't know how qualified Lynch is as GM. I really don't.
Hey, big shout out to my man Benjamin Rowe that nailed Cleveland when he heard that they were going to play. He got him plus 12, Dream.
So
that's a great move. So what else you got as far as the NFL? Because I know I've been meaning to ask you about the 49ers, man.
Yeah, I wanted Eric Mangini as the coach. I wanted Eric Mangini as the head coach. I've heard Eric Mangini in interviews. Eric Mangini talked about Chip Kelly in the offense of the Niners. And I love everything that he said. It was all absolutely 100% on point. He talked about it at the beginning of the season, and all of it came to fruition. You guys know I re-spewed it here on the show, talked about the defense being on the field as long as they were. So it lets you guys know that this guy still has a great mind for football. Sometimes you need that second, third chance. We know that Belichick, prior to getting to the Patriots, was not successful in Cleveland. So I don't feel bad about Mangini's not being successful in other spots because sometimes it takes the right situation to get it right. I would have liked to see him come in as the head coach. Kyle Shanahan, though, is instead of being you said it yesterday in that interview talking about the 49ers, he talked about his end game versus the Patriots. And Pat and I think you agree with this too because we looked at each other a couple times sideways with Atlanta. Atlanta gets that field goal.
Oh, yeah.
On their last time, and that last drive,
yep,
they win that game.
They do.
They call a run play. It goes for a loss, but instead of recalling 2 more run plays, which you were supposed to do, they got aggressive. And I mean, I get it. I love the aggressiveness too. I don't know if I love it there though, because you're already kind of in field goal range, especially because you're in a dome and you've got an incredible field goal kicker. Mm-hmm. So I think in this case, I actually do call 2 run plays.
Well, Dream, there's one thing that I did read, and you know what? I didn't really think about it until I saw it. And at the end of the day, the Atlanta Falcons only scored 21 offensive points because 7 of that was a pick 6.
Right.
Defense wins championships, Dream.
No doubt. But my issue here is they're in field goal range.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I agree. Yeah.
One run play, it stopped. You got to call 2 more run plays there. They went to the air, and remember, one's the holding penalty, and the next one's the sack.
Yeah, right.
They're out of field. That murders them.
Completely murders them.
So those 3 play calls basically cost them that game.
Sure.
Don't do nothing dumb like that coming to San Fran.
Yeah. And one thing we didn't mention is Sarkisian. Coaches 1 game for Alabama, loses. Now he's the offensive coordinator over at the Falcons. Nuts. Crazy how that worked out. So I'm curious to see what Alabama's going to do this coming year. Dream, real quick, college basketball. Can I get a little pat on the back for the 30-point win of Mercer Madness?
You can. You can definitely. I'm glad you are locked into Mercer Madness. You can follow that train now to the end of the season in March Madness.
Oh, no, I'm not. Listen, I'm not. They were playing some military academy. That's the only reason why I took them.
No, Mercer Madness, I got to give you big ups for that. I didn't know anything about it, so I didn't go there. But speaking of college basketball, since we went to, I did not know Sarkisian got hired I didn't know that.
Yeah.
When did that go down? Yesterday?
About last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Sarkisian, he coached 1 game. He was the offensive coordinator for the national championship and then left Alabama for Atlanta. I
didn't know that, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
You watching sports these days, kid? just want to know, you know what I'm saying? Because, I'm trying to work with you here, brother. You know what I'm saying?
My God, this guy. Anyway.
You still watching sports, player?
That being said,
yes.
Duke. Let's talk about Duke. Duke beat North Carolina yesterday. Grayson Allen. And now you see why, even though Grayson Allen's an ass, they need him on the floor. Dude goes ham yesterday.
I can't stand him.
I don't like him either, but, I mean, North Carolina, see, and that's my problem with Roy Williams. And here's my problem. Okay, and here's my problem with Duke. Well, not my problem with Duke, but here's Duke. Listen, any other coach in college basketball with this Duke team, they stink.
Mm-hmm.
Coach K motivates these guys, gets these guys to do what he needs to. Because this team is not that talented.
No.
I mean, just go look at them. They're not that talented. You know, I mean, they're talented in some aspects, but I'm just saying, he's able to get them to get a lot more success than I think any other coach in college basketball couldn't get, outside of maybe Pitino. But, you know, when you look at these kids and look at the talent that he's got, I mean, this team is not the most talented team in basketball. I definitely think North Carolina is more athletic. I think they're a little bit lankier. I definitely think they play transition basketball much better. Yet and still, this Duke team comes at home, holds it down at home. They get Grayson Allen to, you know, come out of his shell and do what he's got to do and get somebody to step up, take the matters into their hands, play as one cohesive unit, and hold it down. And they beat North Carolina in their house.
Yeah, definitely.
Very impressive win for Duke, who I don't think was the better team, but they got it done. North Carolina perimeter shooting was abysmal yesterday. I really didn't like what they did on the perimeter yesterday.
All right, and what about UCLA, man? You called them to win the game.
I did call UCLA to get the game win. Lonzo Ball goes ham, 15 points, but 11 boards, which is you know, more sharp for them. They hand Oregon a loss. That's their, I think, second loss on the road, which is very impressive for a road record for them. UCLA gets it done. They don't cover the spread, though, but they do get it done. I thought UCLA, I not only thought they would win, but I thought UCLA would cover the spread, which they didn't, but they still get the win, which is big. So big ups to them for getting that done. Also, I don't know if this is any shocking news, but Gonzaga does win by 30.
Gonzaga continues to be undefeated, brother.
No doubt, that's an impressive win for, I don't know, somebody.
Wait till they got to play Mount St. Mary's, Dream.
No
we'll see if they get battle tested there. All right. So why don't we get into what's going on tonight? We got a couple of minutes left here, so let's have a conversation to see if you can find any spots for this evening, because it is Friday, and you already know on Fridays we got the NBA going crazy.
Well, the first thing you got going crazy in the NBA is, and I hate giving this out. I'm giving this out, but I'm crossing my fingers that I don't get egg all over my face tomorrow.
Oh, because you're going to get murdered if you do. I see where you're going.
I am going to get murdered if I do. Gang, I am recommending a huge play.
Oh.
This is a huge play. It's not even a regular. It's almost a ham play. It's a huge play. If it goes down, because remember, we're on the East Coast, and Pat just said we're supposed to get snow again tonight, which absolutely stinks. But I am recommending, I almost can't even say it. I don't want to even give it out. I'm going to say it, though. I'm going to put myself out there. I am.
That's like Dizzle with the Giants.
I know. I am putting myself out there, and I'm putting myself in the spot for just you guys to kill me tomorrow, and I know I'm going to get killed, and it's just sometimes you got to do it, but I absolutely, positively love the New York Knicks tonight.
Yeah. You think they have a little bit of incentive to win, Dream?
Well, they've gotten murdered, okay? They've been murdered at home. They've been all over the news. There's so much going on there right now. They just got to go out and get a win and calm stuff down. They just have to go out and get the win and calm stuff down. They got killed by the Lakers, okay? The Clippers come in and beat them. Oakley getting arrested. You can't, I mean, if this team, they need a win in the absolute worst way. They got the Nuggets coming in. I almost hate giving this out because if they lose, I know I'm going to get murdered on Twitter tonight. Mm-hmm. People are going to be all over. Dream, Dream, what happened? Dream, you gave out the Knicks. You said it was a big play. Guess what? I'm putting my ass out on the line tonight. I'm giving out the Knicks. I absolutely love the Knicks. I think this is a great, great spot. If you're into spot betting, this is it. I think you go out and you pound on the Knicks. I'm just telling you, the Nuggets are 9-17 on the road. They're not a good team. The Knicks need to win in the worst way. I think you'll get max effort out of them. They want to shut everybody up. The Garden will be probably a circus atmosphere. They'll probably be talking about Oakley and screaming about Dolan. The Knicks go out there and get it done tonight. I like the Knicks.
All right. And, when you look at this matchup here, Dream, the Denver Nuggets have beaten them 4 times in a row now.
Yeah, I know. And so what?
No, I'm saying it's a little bit of incentive.
Right. It's a different situation for them. I don't even think they're thinking about that. I think they're thinking about, let's get a win and just move forward with our season.
Oh.
They need a win in the worst way. I know I hate it. I hate giving out the Knicks, but they are so due. They are so due, and I think this is a great spot. If the game gets played tonight, I think this is a great spot. I like the Knicks. All
right, man. Well, I think I'm going to have to leave you on that island all by yourself, brother. This team is in turmoil. I don't know. I mean, I've noticed that you have gone after some of the teams that have lost a couple of consecutive games.
I have.
And I know that's been kind of your strategy in the NBA and in basketball, college hoop included.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. You know what? Good luck with that one, because that one looks like an ugly, nasty matchup. And especially the fact that the Denver Nuggets have owned them, especially in the last 4 matchups. I can't do it. But good luck.
Come on, Hat. Get down with your boy.
Get down with you.
Come on, baby.
I slide you Mercer Madness. You get none of a 30-point laugher. What you want to give me the Knicks? Ooh.
I got to slide you the Knicks, man. Listen, amongst controversy, sometimes you have to, move forward in life, and they're amidst a lot of controversy. They need a win in the worst way. They're going to get it tonight. They're going to get it tonight.
All right, sounds good. So, moving on here, Dream. I'm looking at the rest of the card, and it is freaking ugly, man.
Very ugly card.
I don't see anything here that is even remotely interesting.
Very ugly card. I did see somebody gave out the Miami Heat against the Brooklyn Nets. I can't touch that. The Heat are decimated with injuries. I know they've been winning games, but I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Joseph Del Rosario is also on that. So
the Heat are 10-17 on the road.
DJ 100.
I know that, and the Nets are 7-21 at home. So don't get me wrong. The Heat probably or most likely should win, but can't do it.
Got DJ 100 Grand and Joseph Del Rosario, who are both on that play tonight. So
and DJ 100 Grand already started with some cowboy rhetoric with me again today to get me popped off and get me started in that. So 100 Grand, play a position this morning, player. Fall back. I don't think you got. And then he's going to slide me. The Niners, by the way, went to the Super Bowl 5 years. Need I remind you that we went to the Super Bowl, unlike y'all. Okay, so don't do no Niner talk with me with a cowboy uniform on.
Right on. So there's not many games in the NCAA.
I did have one, Hat, but I don't think it's going to get played tonight.
Okay, what's that?
Your Duke, not your Duke.
Yale's?
Your Yale.
They're giving 15 points though, bro.
I didn't say give the 15.
Oh, all right. I got a better spot. One of my other dark horses from last year.
Yep.
The Monmouth Hawks are going in to play the Manhattan Jaspers tonight. And it's a 9 o'clock start. Now, I'm pretty sure this game will be played. They're minus 9 points. I think I'm going to take them on the money line. They've won 10 consecutive games in a row. I'm going to money line them and add them, probably do like a marathon parlay, bringing it into the weekend. So probably leaving I'd say 2 to 3 spots open there. To get that play to be a plus money or better, even money or plus money, I should say. So I think I'm going to add that in Monmouth tonight. I'm going to get involved with them. Right.
Mammoth 12-2 on the road, which is a good road record. Manhattan is 4-10 at home. So that looks like a pretty good spot, Hat.
Yeah, I'm going to get that. That's
looks like a pretty good spot, especially on the money line.
Yeah, I'm going to get that on the money line and add it with a couple of other things. Probably 3 more teams. I got to find some good spots for tomorrow. Tomorrow's a plethora of games.
Plethora.
So, what do you got as far as the NHL, man?
NHL, let's move over to there. Last night, the NHL was very good yesterday, gang. We caught the away part. The home part didn't work as well as that. I told you, I've got no luck with that Columbus team. I don't know what it is with that team. I can't seem to gauge them. I don't like their line changes personally. So I don't know, but I've got no luck with them. We did talk about staying away from that
the
Boston
Sharks.
Team.
The Sharks.
Sharks.
Yes.
We talked about staying away from the Sharks, who lost to the Bruins yesterday 6-3, and I'm glad we stayed away. So listen, the Sharks now, I want to say that It's the third loss in a row. They're on a slide. They're in a slump. So be careful with the Sharks moving forward. Tonight, we only got 2 games in hockey tonight.
2 games.
So, and I don't like either one of them. So I want to back off of those. But yesterday we were able to get the late night parlay was banging as the Canadians won 5-4 against the Coyotes, and we got the Penguins to beat the Avalanche. I told you this Avalanche team was bad. Penguins beat the Avalanche 4-1. So the late night hockey was right on point as far as that's concerned. Sorry I couldn't get Columbus to work. I really thought Columbus could beat this Canuck team, but this Columbus team, I don't know what the hell is with them. I have had no luck with them, and I'm done with them. I'm not even being bothered with them anymore because I just can't. I know they got a great record. I know they play well. I can't do anything with them. Tonight you got the Minnesota Wild playing the Lightning. I don't like that situation. I don't like the Wild that much, and the Lightning haven't played up to what they should be playing this season, what they're capable of, so I'm staying away from there. You also have the Blackhawks and the Jets. I do like the Blackhawks slightly, but they're on the road. I don't want to mess with a road team. Not getting involved with any of the hockey tonight, gang. I got one play on the evening, and as ugly as it sounds, as nasty as can be, I'm all in on the Knicks.
I might go. I might join the party there with you, man. Take the Knicks and put it with Monmouth and call it a day.
All right.
But I'm looking at the card tomorrow, Dream, and there's a couple of really big games, including Villanova at Xavier tomorrow. So
I suck on Saturdays, though, man.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, my Saturdays have just been terrible.
All right. Well, you know what? Hey, we'll get ready for tomorrow and get this thing moving and shaking. So, Dream, what do you got to do to close out of here on a Friday?
All right, first of all, we got some good spots on Saturday in reference to NHL, NBA. I see a couple of spots possible, too. So I may have to go in that direction on Saturday because my college hoop on Saturday has not been great. But we'll still give it a shot, and that's what it is. Free throws and Hicks was out. Terrence Mack has given an explanation as to why North Carolina Tar Heels got punched in the face yesterday in Duke. That's not enough for me, T-Mac. I'm sorry. I know about the free throws. I agree. Perimeter shooting was abysmal. Roy Williams, I told you, I struggle with him. I don't know what your thoughts are. You can hit me up about him later. I don't know what your thoughts are about him. We're going to get out of here. We got the snow to break. I got to go out of all places, I got to go to New York today on top of it, which has nothing to do with why I'm taking the Knicks. But while I'm down there, maybe I'll stop into the garden and get arrested. I want to thank everybody out there that's retweeted the show. We got Big Boy, Jay Snyder, Norbit, Terrence Mack is in the house. Vegas Girl 92661, the incredible Marlon Marr. Good to see you out there, Marlon. JDH24. Shane is out there. Shane, stop being mean to T-Mac about his Tar Heels just because Clemson's winning. Sir Mod is in the house. Jeff Ryan, Irvin, Rick Lopez, JC INT, Joseph Del Rosario, LA WizKid, Cash Action Bets as well. We also have the lovely Pamela Show. I want to send a shout out to her, my boy Jonesy, Jackie, Sin City Maverick, Direct Sports Solution, Irvin, and OJFB. We didn't get a chance to talk about the Donald.
Oh, we could talk about Donald anytime, brother.
We'll get into it maybe a little bit tomorrow. I know you guys, we get so much feedback about our political stance, but we are going to kick that to the side today. Hat's got to get out there and get to pulling permits. Yes. I got to get on the road and try to get into the city, so we are going to get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow for you guys. You know the time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm the Dream. Always remember who you with. Make the most of each and every day as you cannot get this time back.
Yeah, baby. All right. Yeah, yesterday I heard that one of my brand new projects that I just about completed with, the front door was left open and blew wide open during a storm, Dream. So,
dope.
Yeah, for a couple hours the door was wide open, and I probably had the heat going, and I can only imagine what my gas bill is. But
don't worry, I'll get there with a sun lamp, get all that wetness dried up, and get that thing sold on Monday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Guys, we love you to death. Go out there. Go easy, especially if you're on the East Coast. The roads suck, so be careful. But do whatever it is you got to do whatever it is you want to do and get that money. Let's go.
Peace.